What we're witnessing today is the unravelling of nothing less than 3 decades of US policy over the world's military and economic affairs. And now there's Putin's invasion of Ukraine. What could follow is China deciding to move in and take over Taiwan. So I'm by no means justifying what Putin is doing at the moment. It's horrendous. However, it is right, I think, to point to cause and effect. And there is a lot one can say about how America and the West managed its 3 decades of unchallenged supremacy over the world, and to point out the fact that it needn't have turned out like this. Putin has made his own journey as president. He started out as a Russian president who tried his best to court America. And this courtship between Putin and America basically lasted all the way until a very famous speech that Putin made at a Munich Security Conference in 2007, in which he lambasted the West and America for basically moving into Russia's space.
And now they are trying to impose new dividing lines and walls on us. These walls may be virtual, but they are nevertheless dividing, ones that cut through our continent.
Putin has the upper hand militarily in Ukraine, and he knows this. And what he's doing is basically establishing a buffer state between him and NATO. Now, it has to be said that Putin tried quite a few times to actually join NATO itself and was always rebuffed. Putin's not mad. He's responding to 3 decades of what he would say was humiliation. Ukrainians will suffer and a lot of blood will be shed. But was this inevitable? Was this light versus dark? Was this autocracy versus democracy? My view is a lot more complicated than that. And America and the West bears a great share of the responsibility for what is now happening in Ukraine.
Кто бы ни пытался помешать нам, а тем более создать угрозы для нашей страны, для нашего народа, должны знать, что ответ России будет незамедлительным и приведет вас к таким последствиям, с которыми вы в своей истории еще никогда не сталкивались.
I don't think this is the Cold War resurging, because Putin's Russia is not the Soviet Union. It's not nearly as strong or as global as the Soviet Union, not nearly as rich either. But I do think this is the start of a new world order, which would be an order of great powers. And until it settles down and establishes its own red lines, it could be just as unstable as the world order that it overthrows. The West will have to start recognizing the red lines set by these rival powers, and not think that the only red lines that matter are the red lines that Washington has. So this is a massive tragedy. It needn't have happened, and Russia needn't have become an enemy acting like this, nor indeed will China, who I think will start behaving in the same way. And it's now too late to rethink what could have happened over the last 3 decades. And the West is going to have to be much more pragmatic about how it projects its influence and its power.